think I'm straight. We're good. Poppin'. How was the weekend? What's up, Jocko? How we doing? All right. Make sure it sounds good. What's up, Cartoony? What's up? I'm gonna let some people get in here. Gonna go over a trade I lost on to start the month, guys. Sucks. Jumped in on it. Still loved it. Still think it was a solid trade, but sometimes you get caught on the wrong side. But can you look at your AUD? Yes, I will. But let's see what happens during London today. Like Jocko said in chat, guys, there's some PMI or some news coming out, so we might play a little bit slower. But overall, we'll see. So Cartoony, peeping this. Price has already come within an area of discount. So from here, you're just kind of waiting to see if price is going to play higher or lower. You could say price could play lower and have or facilitate a deeper pullback, especially being, again, like we have a bunch of imbalance here, right? You can look to target that area. But that's not to say that price can't flip and go higher here, right? And come back up. So because, again, we're at a point where we've come into a discount area and we can't do that. So and that's really just going off the hourly. For it to come to the day and weekly, it could be a little bit different, but I'd say really just play off that. But I do want to go over Euro USD because I kind of got chopped. I set these limits last week, left them in, opened up, or price opened up, tapped me in, had a nice reaction, so decided to stay in. But let's go over real quick because in this case, I think price was bound to either go up or down, and this is where, again, risk management comes into play. Let's look at the weekly. So, weekly time frame, I've been expecting this pullback here for a while. Again, like you got a bunch of imbalance here. We still have not yet pulled back in. If we look at the daily, we did start kind of making some new daily like lows here, kind of broke structure here to the downside. And this is where my analysis really came in. Yes, we could still be playing within this bullish leg, and this is where this trade kind of got a little bit riskier, is being that this could take place and we could still remain bullish because, again, the weekly pullback doesn't have to happen yet. Again, like I said, it was risky. But if we go down to lower time frames with price breaking structure here and pulling back, I took that as more of a pullback rather than price shifting back to go higher. And then once I saw the 4-hour break structure lower, as well as the 15 and 30 minute kind of confirming that change of character seemed, or that price seems to want to go to the downside, I hopped in. But again, price clearly was not ready to facilitate that entire pullback, and we'll probably go for higher prices. But from here, what am I going to do? So once price breaks is high here, I'll probably look for some type of pullback, capitalize on that on the 15 minute, and then look to push price higher up into this daily high, where, again, because price is not pushing any lower, we should kind of go up there. I lost on a short. I went short here. But let's go over Jared. That's what we kind of all here for. Bro, European Central Bank is cutting rates next week. Euro's bullish, bro. Fundamentals. Nah, I mean, I could dive into fundamentals, but in this case, again, like it just came down to, do I think price is going to have a deeper pullback? And is it going to happen at this point? But in this case, we were still kind of playing within this bullish daily range, which, again, is understandable because price, clearly is bullish. But yeah, fundamentals can take place and we can push higher, but at some point we're going to facilitate the daily or the weekly pullback. And that was kind of the idea going into this trade, was expecting that sooner than later. But again, like we can push higher, and we probably will push higher now that we're seeing higher prices to make a new high. But we also could just flip and continue back down and make new structure. But again, that's where it comes to kind of playing it by ear and just waiting to see what happens. So we'll see. But again, we're here for Jer. And again, right now I'm kind of not necessarily mixed bias, but if we look at the daily, we just swept these lows. We have no top wick. I'm expecting price to kind of push up here, maybe make a top wick, take some liquidity from Tokyo session. But if we look at UK 100, we're not sweeping that previous day low or last Friday's low, which again may not make too much of a difference, but again, to me, it kind of does. So, but at the same time, sells look good. So, really patient on this one today. So, like Jocko said, there's some news coming out. We'll see. I may shoot if I'm liking something that comes down to it within the last like 9 minutes. We'll see. Maybe less risk or something. But nothing's standing out like the last couple weeks where we'll hop on, we'll see a trade, and it's just like, wow. But I just have a feeling we're gonna open bearish for some odd reason. But again, we may not. But even if buys were to take place, like I wouldn't even want to buy into all the way up here. I mean, I'm not saying these areas aren't like pretty decent areas to buy up from, but just not liking it. It's my friend Manveer's birthday. Can you say happy birthday, Manveer? What's my happy birthday? Happy birthday, Manveer. There. Send me $20. Now that's crazy. How would you guys feel if like someone charged you for like in public? Do famous people do that? I feel like some would. I know I'm the GOAT, Cartoony. But again, guys, nothing really clear here, and I'm not liking that. Fans play celebrity custom videos. That's crazy. Sure, you're not talking about OnlyFans, Cartoony. You nasty fuck. I knew you had that shit. Nah, crazy. The industry's fucked. The entire world's fucked. Let me say that. We could end up buying here. Kind of playing the same thing here. I'd really just be shooting for a quick 101. What pair are you trading right now? What's up, Probo? Right now I'm trading DAX and FTSE. So, I mean, obviously I trade Forex too. Kind of just went over in LA to start the month. But again, Forex has been pretty slow for me. So we've been kind of killing it on DAX and FTSE or UK 100 and JER 30. But we're just looking for a quick move at London. I mean, that's really what we look for. Honestly, we kill it. But markets really aren't looking the cleanest right now, at least to me. I'm not a fan of that. Not saying I won't enter, but it's just like look for simple like market manipulation, especially like knowing okay, price is pretty oversold. We could look to facilitate some type of pullback, maybe even a push into Tokyo highs. Obviously, higher time frame really comes into play, but we'll see. Like I don't like that we don't have a top wick. I don't like that. If you would add a top wick, that would have really like been all over sales. That's why I'm thinking buys could end up taking place, but price could sell off the opposite way. So usually UK 100 and DAX give me about the same idea, but in this case, it's kind of aiming different ways. At least I think it is right now. Other than the fact that Tokyo highs are untouched on both, and we can look to possibly manipulate that. Prices do run higher. So we'll see. I mean, we got 6 minutes. I'm just like not liking structure. We're obviously very bearish, but that doesn't mean price might not momentarily push bullish, facilitate some type of pullback. Even if we don't reach Tokyo highs, again, that's why we usually are in and out like 101. Especially volume kind of kicks in. I mean, depending on how this next candle like closes, like we could end up really playing a tight stop loss, but like for now, stop loss would be there. But like we could end up playing a super super tight stop and yo next there, Misty. What's up, top songs? I know, bro. It's a long weekend. Honestly, it doesn't feel like a long weekend when I stream on Sundays. It feels like a short weekend, but I guess like Friday I don't have to stream. But I and don't think I mean that in a bad way. Like I don't want to stream, but you know, love streaming. Yo, what's up, Danny? What's popping, bro? About to get into this. We'll see what happens. Um, we get some good volumes to the upside. I'm looking to buy. If we get a push down, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm probably not gonna sell. Um, and that could be an L move there, but because we may indeed get sells to lower pricing. My one thing is, again, seeing what price is here. If like we get a sweep lower, it would be beautiful if we swipe lows right here. It'd be beautiful, especially on both. Honey Packer Blue Chew, I can't choose. You're crazy. What the fuck? Nah, that was kind of funny though. What in the actual fuck? Wow. Speechless, I'd say. All right, guys. So we're clearly getting a push pre-market. You guys know how I feel about entering pre-open. I just think it's a trap. But again, you guys know what happened last week where it wasn't a trap. So we did get that into data. We know that price can end up selling off from here, like we really could. So, but I'm thinking price is going to get a liquidation of this low. If we get a push higher as soon as London opens, I'm shooting. I think I'm liking UK 100 a little bit better. Could end up fucking me over, but I'm just thinking it's gonna be a sweep of these lows real quick. Again, that just gives me even more conviction that price is gonna run higher. Okay, so or at least when it does run higher, or if it does push higher, it'll give me more conviction to enter. But again, like if I get time to enter on both, I may just shoot on both. But we'll see. We may push lower. We got a couple seconds. May end up going lower. So many people flooded. The price seems to be pushing lower. At that point, we just don't enter. Simple as that. Price may flip back up here. I doubt it in this case where price opened that bullish. But you never know. Price has been a little bit weird. Guys, I'm enter. I'm probably gonna enter. If price breaks this high, I'm going to enter. Tight stop. Price breaks this high, I'm going to enter. Decently tight stop. May not. Again, UK 100 has been a little bit weird. Same with DAX. But UK 100, yeah. That bottom wick tells me price is probably going to run higher here, guys. So we could still be looking for buys here. Price breaks is high, I'm shooting. Again, decently tight stop. I have orders, so I'm in on DAX. It should be. UK 100. I'm not in on UK 100 yet. But again, like, really gonna play a tight stop there if we do get that push higher, which I'm expecting, guys. That bottom wick is pretty nuts. So we'll see though, because like I said, well, one, we're only 2 minutes into this open, and two, we've been getting a lot of chop at open where price will kind of run up and down range a bit before it takes off. Seems like if it's able to stay above, buyers could have a chance on entering. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna run a quick 2 W's right now. I'm already in on JR. I'm running for a quick 101 is the goal. I'm in on UK 100 now too. I got in pretty early on DAX, to be honest. So I'm going to be closing here soon for some pretty good profs. I honestly, I closed my position on JR. I was running up really good, guys. I got a crazy entry, I can't lie. So I still think price can run 101. I still call it a W for me, but I still wanted to hit a 101. I still think it will. Stops remain the same, but again, like UK 100 still sitting. I'm still sitting in UK 100 as well, so keep that in mind. And the reason I say that is because obviously, if I'm expecting UK 100 to go up, I'm expecting DAX to go up, guys. So I'm thinking we're gonna run to a 1-to-1 pretty soon. Once we take this high, I'd move to break even, guys. I really would. Again, like that's just coming down to just like super simple liquidity concepts of like, okay, we could take this high. We're probably gonna get a reaction. I'm not saying price is gonna flip from there, but it can. I'm thinking price should run up and sweep Asia highs, but you know, I'm done. I'm out on yeah, I'm out. W. I'm out. I'm out on UK 100 for 101. A little bit less. Jer, it's about to hit it. I'd close here, guys. I'd close just because we're taking that high, but yeah, solid. I hope you guys got in that. What the fuck? Like, you guys know we ended last week with a loss, but I mean, what the fuck? Ran that shit up real motherfucking quick. Sorry to cuss. I know Red Dog doesn't like me cussing. Price is still running, guys. Oh my god, it's probably gonna run all the way to Asia highs, but again, solid. I told you guys I was not looking for sells, and this is why. I had a guy actually last couple weeks ago in chat tell me, like, you know, like why did you kind of stick with your bias, not take a trade, whatever. And in cases like this is why. Like, yeah, I could play how what the markets give me, and in this case, like, I could have sold. I could have impulsively sold here, but overall structure was telling me price is probably going to run higher. We still had Asia highs untouched. again, market structure was key in this area, or key in this trade, as well as liquidity. So stuck with the original bias of buys. And again, as you can see, price liquidated, had a very big bottom wick. And if you would have honestly entered sells, that would have sucked. But it is what it is. It's a lesson. I'm not saying they weren't valid in some ways, but again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So ran these both up crazy. I had a crazy entry on DAX, crazy entry on UK 100. Again, as soon as I saw that bottom wick, I was pretty antsy on executing. So yeah, like the stream, 3 likes, 36 people, and I just got 2 wins. What the fuck? This is why I don't do giveaways, guys. Nah, we did a couple giveaways last week. We'll see what happens this week. Already off to a good start. I mean, if it stays at 3 likes, there's gonna be a fucking problem. But nah, again, I want to give you guys accounts. Yeah, again, I told you guys might want to exit at this area. I'm not saying price can't push higher. We may end up this is what may happen. We may end up pulling all the way back, filling in this gap and pushing higher. But in that case, you're really playing it pretty risky. Bro, easy so quick. Bro, I hit a 1 and 3 on them long. I trade breakouts, by the way. Yo, Probo, so you caught it too? I love that. I love that. It was honestly textbook. I think it was pretty textbook. At first, it wasn't very visible when I got in the markets around 1140, but his price kind of printed and played out and made this little area of resistance. I always get it mixed up. Just got that same trade. Love that. Stacks and racks fire. Hope you guys are out. Again, you're going to see a reaction at areas like this where you see a lot of liquidity. And what I mean by that is it's clear sellers took control at this moment in time for at least this period of time, right? So you have to imagine that there's a bunch of stops here, guys. So we're going to definitely see a reaction again at both of these areas, just like we're seeing. Price can push higher if it needs more liquidity, but at some point we are going to push down, guys. I do believe it. Maybe going into New York tomorrow. We have yet to facilitate this pullback, have quite a bit of imbalance sitting down here. We can expect price to push down. Just marked out the low and high, wait for the breakout. Honestly, that's literally the move. That's literally the move. The one scary thing was this area here where price did break lower. Again, I feel like that's where you still have to have an idea of overall market structure, understand liquidity concepts. But yeah, hope everyone from the mentorship was in here and killed it. If not, I know everyone's killing it as it is. But quick stream, guys. Like I could really end it there. Yeah, this. What if it carried on down? I wouldn't have traded. Yeah. And that's where like sometimes I really like having a bias coming into the market, because then it stops me from being the type of trader that it's like, okay, if it goes down, and I take it. If it goes up, I take it. I'm not saying that's not a bad approach, and at times I may take that approach, but I also want to be like, okay, buys clearly look better in this case, and especially when they look good on both pairs. Again, they both tend to move the same, so you can kind of get an idea of where price should go. Just like a double analysis, right? Like it's double confirmation, right? Took profits at the high. I love that, man. I love that. Fire. But again, I'll be here tomorrow again, guys, all week. So I'll post my schedule somewhere for me too. It's just because we broke up before open. Yeah, definitely. And again, I even mentioned before we broke out how last week we had a case like that where price did end up breaking out pre-London, and it did end up winning on UK 100. Didn't take that one, but on DAX, obviously it broke out during London Open. We took that one. But going back to what I was mainly saying is, took that data. Again, it's sometimes it's a one-time occurrence. Sometimes it's, it's a good thing to see price break pre-London. It's a bad thing. I think it's more of a bad thing. I think you're bound for a fake out, especially in like cases where price clearly still is probably looking to manipulate. Again, Asia highs. Asia highs are a big thing. If you guys don't understand session highs, you guys need to learn that. But again, I think that's everything. You guys have any questions? Because if I can end stream early, go get some work done, bang out some things, I think it's a good day, guys. I mean, yeah, we kind of took a L on Euro USD, but I really don't care when we catch 2 W's during London. So I think price is going to continue higher. But I don't take your signals, but love the streams. Have it on the background. I'm off my king. Hell yeah, pro. I love that. Yeah, bro. You don't take my signals. I just want you guys to be here, chill, get an extra analysis. Again, tell me your analysis. I'd love hearing your guys' analysis. Like even on this Euro USD trade, I took this trade. I like sells in this case. I had a good bias. I stuck to my plan. But if anyone has any objections, like I love hearing. I love different perspectives based on different systems. Again, I love that. So you can end, bro. Be productive, bro. Love you, free for you. So easy. Yeah, bro. Super easy, guys. But I'll be here tomorrow. Appreciate all you guys. Again, another amazing stream. Again, just expect that all week. WWW. I'm expecting a win streak this entire week. Getting mad because I know it's gonna happen. But again, love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow.